Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I don't know, wherever you're watching on, got your rabbit ears on, and you're watching Mystical Monday Musings. I didn't wake you up. I don't know what else did. It is good morning for me. It's good afternoon for Laura. My name's Elias Patras. I am on the Pacific Northwest, and I am an intuitive motivator and a bunch of other stuff. Go look me up.
You are a lot. A lot of.
I am. Trust me. I wake up in the morning.
The way it sounded.
Quite a lot of stuff. Oh no. I got on the scale and I said I'm a lot. So
I'm a little punchy this morning.
And Mystical Monday Musings has been brought to you by Fairlife. All right. I am always happy and joyful to be with my co-host, Laura Wooster, and the East Coast. In the East Coast.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm always glad to be here. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. And for anybody who might be new catching us here, we're going to talk a little bit, but however, if you would like a little insight on something in your life, feel free to drop a question into the chat and not just, pull a card for me. It's like, I need some insight on, like, what do I need to know about, something like that. Okay. So, and if you have a question too about intuition, connections to the other side, anything related to what we do here, absolutely drop that question into the chat.
And good morning, Ellen Jane. Good morning, cousin Jody. Joy, good morning. Michael, good morning. ICP chemist, always good to see you. Good morning. Afternoon. Rachel, good morning or afternoon. Hello. Sister Sledge, hello, Diane. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. So what, as Laura was saying, what we do is we'll pull a card from each of us for a message for the week, and then we'll go ahead and you guys ask some questions. Natalie, good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, Natalie.
I am using today, because I've been liking this deck so much, I've been using Denise Lynn's Soul Coaching Oracle cards today, and they've just been speaking a lot lately. So we're going to use them. And the card that I got, which is pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Yesterday, if you guys don't know, was 1-1-1-1. So January 11th, and 2026 is a 1 year. So a lot of cool stuff like starting and just kind of affirming what you want. And notice the card that you got today, purification. What are you still holding on to from last year? And I know that sounds silly because it wasn't that long ago, but what old things are creeping up that you're like, no. So start to clear that stuff this week that you no longer find that works for you. For example, I had a chat with somebody the other day, and it brought up some insecurities, some old insecurities. I'm like, that's not me anymore. That's not who I am. Why am I believing that? Because this person was on a higher realm than I was in my eyes, and I was putting that person on a pedestal. I can't do that anymore. Right. So it's a really good reminder to clearing up the old and purifying the new. Good morning, Dorothy and Jean and Natalie. Yesterday was your birthday. Happy belated birthday. Good morning. Good to see you. And Beth Rogers, good morning. What do you've got, Laura?
Well, I'm going to stay with what I've been using for a while. And
okay.
The Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck from Kyle Gray. And the card that I pulled today is Mountains. Stand your ground. So to kind of piggyback on what Elias's message was, is that, maybe there's some patterns that you were trying to release last year, and you kind of set this intention that you were going to shift that pattern going into the new year. You might have to see those old habits starting to emerge this year, and you start, sometimes I know from speaking from experience, if I've set an intention to change something in the new year, or a deadline, or whatever this may be, or a time frame that you're looking to change, and I see old patterns start to reemerge, I panic a little bit, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm slipping back into what I don't want. So to kind of, to segue on what you had said as well, mountain, stand your ground. So hold your vision about what it is that you want to accomplish as far as old patterns and things like that, and knowing that if it reemerges a little bit, that you're still better than where you were before. This, just because it reemerges a little bit, just like what Elias had alluded to in a situation recently for himself, it's just a reminder, stand your ground. Okay. So there you
So
go.
so good. Good morning, Molly. Thank you for being here. Lisa Randall, hello. Stephanie says, totally get that. And I keep hearing the term purification this week. Well, there you go. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. So as Laura was mentioning, guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Put in the comments. Try and be a little bit more specific than pull a card. What do you got for me? Because quite honestly, what do you got? I got a magic 8-ball. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. But I have been known to do that. Or Laura, I don't know if you remember this while we're waiting for some questions. As I'm trying to get my props here. Do you remember this one? Oh gosh.
Oh yes.
From Zoltar, men of genius are admired, men of wealth are envied, men of power are scared, men of character
Yeah.
are
Okay. He goes on.
Do you ever use that for yourself? Just like, I need some insight, and you actually
just for fun. I'm like, well, what the hell does that have to do with anything? So, yeah. And someone once on a live said, "Oh, what does your magic 8-ball say?" I go, "Do you want to know? Hang on." Dog time.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Kim. Thanks for being here. Hello, Joy. I know. Do you have a question, Joy? Donna, good morning. I have a divorce statement meeting tomorrow. Any insight on how it will go?
Well, let's see. How about some insight on what you need to know about tomorrow? Let's put it into more of a power stance here than being a bit more passive about this, because how it will go. Let's see what you need to know about what you need to know about this. Okay. Alrighty. Interesting. Okay. Overall, looks really good. I'll say that. However, interesting. So this card comes up first. I pulled 3 cards for you. Okay. So shadow card. This is things that are not visible coming to the surface. Sometimes what this card indicates when this comes up. Okay. So this may have already happened, or you may have this happening tomorrow. However, hold that thought for a moment. The second card that came up with that, mental conflict. Now, when this card comes up, notice the blue border here. Then this is the mental cards in the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And what this often indicates is, see all the things that are coming out of this person's consciousness here, all these different blocks, and different branches and things. It's like that's your mind making up all these different things about what the possibility of the outcome and worst case scenarios kind of flowing. So this is an indication of like, let go of the worst case scenario in your mind. Okay, that you might be focusing on that too much. However, the outcome card that I pulled for you, victory and success. So this is good news. So even if it's not 100% across the board in your favor or something that you're looking for, just know that there's something good to come from this this meeting tomorrow. Okay. So there you go. What do you have, Elias?
Kim says, aim high, Donna. You got this. That's good.
Yeah.
Instagram. So, and she meant settlement. I mean, I got it. So, 2 cards fell out for you, and kind of what Laura was saying. Look at this success. So it feels like success. And I'm going to, just like Laura said, however, here's the part that I want you to know is it's time to tap into the strength of you, the strength of you. Where do you need to stand your ground or take a moment to stop and to think and have that inner strength and just be prepared for I've got this. So it's like no matter what, you have the strength within you. So it's good. It's really good. So all the best to you. All the best to you. Kim then says, gonna walk the dogs and listen. Can't chat because it's too cold to take off your gloves. Okay, her gloves. I get it. I get it. Donna has a question about the anger I feel towards my mom. She needs a lot of care.
Okay. First of all, allow yourself a lot of grace with this, Diane. Okay, you're human. You're not superhuman. You're a human. You may feel like you have to be superhuman, maybe in the situation that you're in. But so many things that come up here, and we have to always remember, and this goes for everybody. We always have to remember human first, right? We experience emotions, we experience disappointment, we experience all these different things. It's how we respond to it that defines us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember that. Now, just because you're feeling anger doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It's just, oftentimes in anger is an indication of other things that are underneath the surface. It could be disappointment in that things aren't going the way that you want them to. It could be disappointment that, or frustration that, you may have had other ideas about how you want to spend your time, but here you are needing to sort of get into someone else's care and been managing someone else's life. This may be not what you expected to do in this and right at this point in your life. And so allow yourself to feel those things that you need to feel as a human being. And then the guilt that may come with feeling that as well, be okay with that. Okay. Just allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, because caretaking is a very complicated scenario. There's so many emotions that come up around this, revisiting old childhood things that may have come up. You might be circling towards the opposite end of life here. So those things may come up to be revisited. There's so many things that comes in with caretaking. So allow yourself the grace, allow yourself to be human, allow yourself to feel the emotions you need to feel, and just, and don't feel guilty about it. Just, know where they're coming from, except, just kind of look at it, observe it. Doesn't mean you have to worry about it too much. Be the light, be the light, be the light. So just know this is a reminder to you that you're doing the right things. You're choosing to do things that are in the best interest of your mom. Even though you're kind of struggling with some things in the background here for yourself. So I hope that helps. Elias, what do you have to add for Diane?
Yeah, Diane. So look at this card, taking action. So it is what I'm hearing is putting your best foot forward. And like Laura's saying, you have these human emotions, and it's so odd for me to say, but I'll say it. If you were in her shoes, what would you do if you were in her shoes? And I know you have all the past stuff, right? But if you were in her shoes, what would you want? And know that it feels to me like your mom is shifted in many ways, and there were some things that have never been said that now you have to go ahead and be the bigger person, take action, and just do. And I'm going to say this, but I don't want to put this in quotes, but do the right thing. So you come from your heart, Diane, and you're such a good person with a good heart that you'll know exactly what you need to do. And maybe some dialogue, even without her, external dialogue, like you're talking to her, might be helpful. All the best to you. All the best to you. Sheila says, human first, I needed to hear this today. Okay, excellent. Being a caregiver, how do you get away from the zillion emotions you feel in 1 minute? How do you not let it not show on your face?
Oh, good question.
Good question, Joy.
Very good. Just breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. That's all I can say. Take a breath. Before you say anything, just and take a moment to get into your heart and your solar plexus, and just kind of let all those emotions kind of drop into here. Take a breath and say, what is it you need to address right now? There are things that if I think back to like when I was a mom and my kids were like 2 years old, and like their needs are immediate. You got, and it's like you don't have a thought to yourself at that point, because you're constantly focusing on, are they safe? Are they fed? Are they warm? Are they clothed? Da, 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 da. Depending on your own circumstances with your child, that you can respond in so many different ways. But it's just a reminder, again, you're human, that you need to take a breath. And also, it feels like, especially when you have that immediate need of somebody else's needs immediate right there that you have to respond to. You don't have your own thoughts. You're not allowed your own thoughts, because you can't, because you have to focus and stay focused on them. So breath is one thing. Take a breath and say, what do I need to focus on right in this moment? That's what I would do. And then, what do you have, Elias? What do you?
And kind of what you're saying is like, pause, take that breath. And then I'm going to say this, Joy. You do what feels right for you. And I know that you said that everything shows on your face. Let it.
Yeah.
Because why push something? This is such a bad analogy, and I'm going to say that. I'm just going to say it. It's like when you feel the need that you're going to vomit, and you're like, just go ahead and do it, and you feel so much better afterwards. I'm not saying you always have to. In other words, you don't have to put on a mask of happy, happy, joy, joy.
Right.
Be who you are. Be who you are.
And you also, it brings up a good point too, Elias, and I don't know how I feel about this, is that we can't be responsible for how people interpret what your resting face is.
Right.
I mean, I have a really good RBF, and
I haven't.
yeah. Oh yeah. And if I'm deep in thought, really, people are like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing, absolutely nothing's wrong. So we're really not responsible for how people see or interpret what our face shows.
Sure.
You could have 5 different people look at you and interpret it in very different ways. So yeah, so release that.
Donna says thank you. Diane says thank you. And we'll go back. I'm sorry, Natalie, I missed your comment, but we'll go over here. Should I help my son move, or should he stay where he is?
Oh,
Thank you.
interesting.
All
right. I'm going to pull cards for both scenarios. So let's see.
And while Laura's doing that, I'm going to tell you, look at the card that just came out. Voyage. So either way, this is a journey. Either way, it's a voyage. Either way, plan A takes you somewhere. Plan B takes you somewhere. And both are going to be a little bit like this. So whatever ticket you buy, whatever ride you're going to be on, whatever you decide to do, it will be the right decision. And I know that sounds crazy for me to say that, but each plan A and plan B both have their own lessons.
Mm-hmm.
It's really your choice of what feels right in the moment today.
Yeah.
What?
And I agree with what Elias says, but also when I'm looking at the 2 scenarios here, the first scenario, helping to move, I see that being definitely a financial decision that you'll have to make. There's something about strong influence of finance here. The second piece as well, should he stay where he is? If he stays where he is, just know you're going to have to revisit this most likely. So it's either do it now or revisit later about potentially helping him move. So it's kind of kicking the can down the road here. But would it be better for you to wait? Like, what's best for you? Is it best for you to wait a little bit before you help him do this? Or are you better off just getting, like ripping the Band-Aid off and doing it now? So that's kind of what I'm seeing here with this. So either way, there's pluses and minuses to both. Just know that most likely you're gonna have to revisit the scenario if you let it remain the same. So.
And speaking of moving, I need to move my stuff from my property this weekend, and I'm wondering how that's going to go.
Moving going on.
How would you like it to go? So maybe the question is, maybe, just curious, maybe you want to know, what do you need to know about moving your stuff from your property?
That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Power, you got this. You got it all planned out. You're good. You're even if there's a few aspects of it you haven't sorted out yet or figured out what you're going to do, just know for the most part you've got everything in place already that you need to do, and everything else will fall into place after that. You got this. No problem. What do you have, Elias? Same?
Right with you. Right with you. Simple. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. I mean, so just know that, you're going to do that. It's simple. Just things have to just line up.
Mm-hmm.
Have to line up.
There will always be something you can't know that's coming. So, and you just move it. Yeah.
Morning, Mara. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Stephanie says that's so hard to do in the moment. Still struggling with that. I just want to make sure, because sometimes, guys, on this we miss a comment, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Going upward, feeling so much anxiety today. So much big changes in my life, and just when I think I have a plan, something comes up that makes me second guessing myself.
Yeah. Sometimes even the best plans, the best scenarios, something will come up to make you second guess that. And the thing is, are you still moving forward? If you're ready to make some changes to continue to move forward, even if you're everybody second guesses themselves from time to time. But if this is something that you've been planning for, something that you've been preparing for, make the changes you need to make, and just know that you can adjust as you go. That's the thing we oftentimes forget, is that it's like every decision we make can be the end all be all of everything. And it's like you can make adjustments in the process of change. You may have certain things in mind, certain ways how things are going to go, but just, as long as you have that flexibility of being prepared to make some changes within the plans that you're moving forward with, things are going to go much more smoothly. So that's how I see it anyways.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Here, and a little bit to add to this, I'm just going to say this card just flew out as I was shuffling. Compassion. Being compassionate with yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be so hard on yourself with, I should be knowing this. I should be doing this. I should be feeling this. Allow yourself to be where you are today, and then just say, okay, show me the next step that I need to take. Yeah. Just one tiny little step.
Yep.
And see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. And here we go. This is the card that grow within your current situation. So take it, take as it comes, and do what, just like Elias said, what is the next step? What is the next step?
Joy says he gets fearful of my RBF. I'm fearful of it also. I've seen your RBF, and it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Natalie says, thank you. Mara, yes, for explain how to pronounce her name. Kim says, on a similar note, I've got tons in storage to be released this month. Yes, and think about that. That's all about the purification when we started. Molly says, thank you. I was wondering if anyone was going to cause complications unnecessarily. Okay, interesting. Hello, Christy. Hello. Thank you. I sure needed this. Excellent. 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 Molly. Yeah, I mean, I think you standing your ground is just where you need to be. And don't worry, I'm not hearing like, ooh, Molly girl, you're in danger. I'm not hearing that. I just had to. Of course, that's where my brain went. So sorry. The movie Ghost, everybody, if you're not.
Yeah.
So, all right, but all the best. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for being here from Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yes. Do you know what I say on TikTok? I'm just going to tell you what I say on TikTok because I always do it because my brain goes there. I'm like, Texas has a whorehouse in it. God have mercy, bless my soul. From the best little whorehouse in Texas.
Texas. Everything is show tunes.
What can I tell you?
We'll have to do a fun thing one time where we just respond to everything in show tunes.
Or 80 songs.
Or 80 songs, exactly, even better.
There was this great thing. I was gonna send it to you, Laura, and I completely forgot. It's obviously from the UK, and it's this gentleman that two people are sitting. They've got headphones on, and he's doing improv for the song. So, like,
I've seen that. It's a game show. Yes, it's great.
So
good.
So funny.
So funny.
I did when I worked at Debevix, I used to get up on the counter and do a whole thing to just call me angel of the morning, baby. Just touch my cheek before you leave me.
That's fantastic.
Crazy.
Okay, we definitely have to do this.
You need to be on Broadway. I know. Thank you. Stephanie, I've missed you guys. Well, we missed you too. That would be awesome. Thank you. Okay. Any other show tunes or broad tunes or 80 songs that you'd like to have? Just let us know. Let's see. Okay. I'm on the verge of selling my home, parents' home both gone, and moving to another community, and have been alone for the last 5 years. And all of a sudden, a man walks into my life unexpectedly. I had to tell him I'm moving, and now I'm just stressed.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's look at that. Oh, no. Well, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting, right? Is it interesting when we release something and all of a sudden it just comes up? The power card came up again. So, this tells me that you're on a track to go in a certain direction, right? And sometimes when things come into our life that changes the trajectory, or it potentially could change the trajectory, we kind of project about all the scenarios that could happen now just because this one person came into your life. Try not to plan out your whole life and every potential in the midst of moving. It's not possible. You know what? The world is a lot smaller now. There's FaceTime. There's all these different things. There's airplanes, there's trains, there's buses. If this is meant to evolve into something, it will happen. It would be a little bit of an adventure, most likely, if it happens in a way that you maybe hope it would. But just know that it will work out in the way that's meant to. It doesn't mean you're supposed to just drop all your plans just because someone walked in the door. Okay.
Exactly.
But what do you have, Elias?
And Mara says, Elias, you read me when my son died, so lots of history here. Understood. She says, haha, that's kind of where I'm at too. Just needed to hear it. Yeah, and here's the interesting piece, Mara. Here's the interesting piece. 2 cards fell out. Transformation. There's a lot going on, a lot of shift. And here's a cool piece. Enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Enthusiasm. We are creatures of habit. So when things change, that's always like, the brakes just go, and then sometimes, the oh my God handle, and you're holding on the oh my God handle while the brakes are going, and you're like, oh God, now what? And you reach it and you're like, whoo, there's a big whoo, So I think you're in the middle of this. And like Laura was saying, so many possibilities nowadays, so many possibilities. And I think we're shown things to let us know this chapter is ending, and here's a possibility of what could happen. And if it's not the one, guess what? You're being prepared for the one. So you got good stuff coming to you. Good
Yeah.
stuff coming to you.
Yeah.
So
It's a mile. I call them the mile markers. You know,
Yeah.
even if it's not the best outcome, it shows what's possible. Yeah.
Karen says your singing creates such joy. Yeah, the dogs like it. So thank you. They're not here right now, but
My dogs get nervous if I sing. They
um,
what's happening?
Rains of Stars says hello. Thank you for joining. I agree with those words. Thank you, Kim. Oh my God, shifts happening at galore. Yep, exactly. That's kind of yep, exactly. Nancy says a person. Oh, Mara says laughing. Thank you both. Yeah, you're welcome. A person I trust is giving me financial advice, but my gut is saying no. Is it my gut or fear?
Okay. So, Elias, how do you determine between, trusting your gut or fear?
So isn't, for me, the gut is that first and like, yep, nope. And then but what if, the what if is the mind kicking in,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah.
That's the way
That's
that
what I feel too.
yeah.
Yeah. And if there's certain things like say your mind goes, okay, I'm going to move forward with this. And then every time you go to make the phone call that you need to make it happen, or anytime you need to make it, figure out a number or something, and your gut just goes, and you're logically going, I just got to get this done, but your gut's going, so that's something. It's either telling you need more information, the timing isn't right, or this is just not the scenario for you. So just like Elias said, there's a difference between feeling into the scenario and all the different potentials and feeling fear about that, or your gut saying, hold on there, just hold on a second. It's a very different feeling.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Feeling as if the energy of the cards are forward movement with the change ahead. Yeah. Laura, what do you got? Speaking of moving forward, what do you got coming up?
I've got a manifesting class, soulful manifesting, at the end of the month. It's on my website. And I also have a Pathways to Mediumship. It's kind of an introductory, intuitive, psychic development into mediumship connection, sort of an overview of what that path looks like, pathway to mediumship. That's coming up in February next month. It's hard to believe. And then some in-person events coming up as well in Methuen, Dunstable. So.
And they're all here, guys. They're all on Laura's website. You could see them. Upcoming events and classes are here. So that's good. This soulful manifesting, this just sounds so wonderful.
I love teaching this class. I think I've been teaching it for a couple of years, and I understand some of the aspects of like The Secret, but I don't prescribe to it necessarily directly. So there's some aspects of it, but there's other things that I bring into the teaching. So,
and I love this part. I'm being silly now. I love that I can do the little circle with my cursor and it shows up. I didn't know that because sometimes I'm like, whoa. I'm like, do that. I now know that I have to be very specific and very woo! Look at all this. Yeah. Okay. Oh God, you guys never know with me. You never ever know. I don't even know with me. That's the fun part. That's the fun part.
And you have your weekly meditation now.
So I am now doing something, you guys. It's been heavy. It's been heavy in our world, and especially in our country. So every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be doing guided meditation for peace. I can't keep silent, and I figured this is a peaceful, grounding way of bringing community together and just really pouring out love and kindness. So
Yeah.
if we can do that, and then I also have on January 17th, I have a Messages from Above and angelic channeling that I'm doing. It's for 2 hours. It's on my website, so take a peek.
I pulled a
So,
card for your
yes,
peace meditation. Look at the universe card came up. I love it.
love it.
That's
Love
awesome.
it.
Can't make this up.
Irma, I actually found you. Yay. Yay.
Irma.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. And so if you guys have a question on your mind, or you didn't get to ask it, or we couldn't have time for it, sorry, Stephanie, we'll just pull a fast card. We'll pull a fast card for you. Oh, look at this. Freedom. And remember, guys, it's Chinese New Year coming up. It's the year of the fire horse.
Oh, yeah.
Surefootedness, groundness, moving forward. That's all what the horse has, the energy medicine of the horse is. So moving forward. Hello, Christy. Mara says, thank you. Definitely heavy these days. Thank you for what you do. You're welcome. And guys, you can watch us every Monday here, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Please tell your friends, and please tell your friends to like, follow, and share on the YouTube channel. It's really important for both of us to get those little check marks, the little bells and whistles for the YouTube. That helps us a lot. And here's a piece to also remember. I know Laura talks about this too. Always trust your gut, everyone.
Yeah.
Always trust your gut. So important. So important. Lovely spending some time with you two and everyone here today. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. So we'll see you guys next week. All right.
Everybody, have a great week.
Have a good week, and stay for the outro.